Oh, getting the rocks. They go for Dynoman, adding more HP. It makes sense for the composition, but hey, for Dyron, definitely wanted him to go for a bit more of a flashy pick. Still, Nolan, Natan, and to the land of Dawn for the battle of TLID versus RRQ HOSHI. Once again, the Kings against the Cavalry.
Call the banners, recruit, and call in your alliances, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see if the Kings of Kings will be able to find the sweep, or will Aaron Shiki and friends actually equalize here in the second game.
Aurora and the Hylas, though, once again, it's a tough lane to be in for Yehezkiel. We've seen the Zaz get countered so often in the current state of things. Looking at the emblems, though, hang on a minute. Fabian.
Stun on towards Fabian, and that's just them saying hello to each other in the first minute.
Hello.
Emblems by IndieHome, though, showing tenacities for both Edok and Dyron. But Skylar goes for the Bargain Hunter, so not really concerned about the safety. He wants that snowball, gets the gold buff as well. And the two ruptures for Sutsujin and Rins means that the early damage is definitely going to be more respectable. And Team Liquid ID might have to be a bit more careful here.
You can see that Aaron this time, I mean, just game one as well. Aaron has been able to actually utilize the carry to win out against the Hereth early. Now on the Moskov, this is a matchup that actually favors him in terms of trades. Edok relieving that pressure away. As expected, great move by Aaron, just staying disciplined, not trying to over-punish Skylar.
Ooh, Fabian though, face-to-face against Rins.
For the assassination early. Did not get a good spacing there by Rins as well. And then the other side is Dyron and Ron here. You have to be careful. Dyron is not level 4 yet. So no crowd control threat there, as the turtle is up now.
Yeah, has kill 4. Seems up top. Rins will be trying to take that XP. Will be able to get level 4 as well. Let's see if Edok gets an advantage over Witty with level 4. Doesn't seem so, but he is ahead. So he will be able to get that faster than Witty. Maybe will be the Kings being quick move. Go for the projections. It's the Jin. Securing the orange ball now. Into the Lord they go.
Let's see who will do first blood here. Not deploys back there with the flicker penalty zone as well. Now Ron actually taken down, and Rins finds the turtle. That is RRQ finding first blood of Fabian. Returns the favor. The Dino taken down 1-for-1. The Newt though falls to the hands of RRQ.
Skirmish in the bottom lane too. The strike first.
It's gonna be TLID finding the space, finding and able to finding the close the gap here. Zedok. He's stuck, he's a horse, but he cannot run.
Fabian is asserting the dominance there, just jumping straight onto Susujin, but look at the counter.
Good Purify to escape.
Purify on the Yehezkiel, definitely not what we're used to. Ooh, Entropy though, blocked by Skylar, 1v1.
This is it. Aaron and Skylar going at it here early on, but no casualties though. Let's see your top lane. Will they engage more? I don't think so.
Wow, man, super impressive from Aaron. I think most of the doubts from a lot of the people watching as well has been, okay, Aaron, all right, TLID, you guys have been performing, but you've been performing against the teams in the lower part of the standings. How are you going to do up against a winning team? And so far, so good. Despite the game 1 loss, they lost composure, but they've still been very impressive. I think especially Aaron in these big games. Game 1, matching Skylar in lane. Not a lot of players can actually do that in Indonesia, and especially not a rookie like Aaron. This man on the Moscow able to go toe-to-toe with the league's, one of the league's very best.
But if you look at the rotations and the goal difference here, Skylar is having a bit of an advantage. That's because of the backup though. Forward entropy by Skylar.
It's the tough boots early actually, yeah, from Aaron that actually has given him a way to tank up the damage. Because for Skylar, he's not really too concerned. He didn't go for the warrior boots. He went straight for the Feather of Heaven. Has still the small component boots. Oh, onward.
It's a good onward. On towards Zion, who receives a lot of damage, flickering out. The Eternals welcome.
Oh!
Damage isn't there. It's sustainable with the Glorious Battery as well. And that is actually the outlet. TLID lost 2 members. At the end of the day, Dyron falls, but TLID, things are not looking good here in the early game.
Dyron wants that MVP back to back. Even on the Barats, he makes it look flashy.
usually on the Barats, you're kind of passive, you just react to what's going on. But he's actively forcing Team Liquid to respect his presence. That is what you want from an EXP laner. RRQ, a 1k gold lead. We've seen Team Liquid recover from a situation like this before. But Skylar is just scaling a lot harder this time. So Sujin Dyron.
Dynoman.
It's 2-for-1 now. So Sujin and Dyron working together. The tag team is real. And Iran will fall. Another trade for the Kings of Kings.
Terizla is tanky, but the Mercenary with the Nolan constantly just slashing back and forth. It'll take some time, but the tankiness of the Terizla won't last. Not against a snowballing Sutsujin, who's already on the way to a Heptasis. 100 strike first item into the Heptasis. You know what he's looking for when you go for that itemization, Arashi. He's just looking for the backline. Aaron's gonna be super vulnerable.
Ooh, even the bot side here. Aaron, whoa!
Will not collapse just yet though. That's Sweetie. Engaging on towards Rin's, flickering out. Good composure. Now the passive triggered. He will fall still. Yaskiel securing that kill now. Sutsujin looking for a flank. Edok still holding on, but damage from Sutsujin actually caused problems for Weedy. Dyron securing the Dino, looking for more. Fabian slowly but surely looking for the flanks here. Actually will not deal damage just yet. Edok finally falls to the hands of Iran. Dyron still holding on, but Sutsujin comes back, securing the assassination, looking for the double. Will he get the triple is the question, as another member falls. And RRQ, they're going ham here mid-game.
Skylar, the king, called for his bannerman. A Mercenary showed up. Sutsujin in the very end to clean the cavalry up. As Dyron just held them off.
As a result, they did lose a topside turret, but man, Skylar, and trooping forward, juking everyone. I was looking for where he was. I thought he got taken out, but no! Guess the turret gets out.
Time did perfectly with the dominant descent now. Edok stunned up.
That's a tanky
But
horse.
he is that tank. And the last turtle here will fall again to the Kings of Kings. Perfect turtle, perfect early game. Let's see what they can do entering mid-game.
Game 1, it was 50-50 for the Cavalry and the Kings, but it seems in Game 2, shoutouts to Banana,
Hey!
who's actually restreaming back at home. Ladies and gentlemen, go and try to visit here, Mr. Banana Man. Whoa. Up top, there's a trade, at least for TLID. And it does seem like Aaron Shiki will be able to pick up the goal. Wait, Fabian gets out.
Same style here, but Fabian caught in the jungles of Kings of Kings. And they say, get out of a jungle, Fabian. This is not yours.
The
Nothing is
usurper
free.
caught.
There's just nothing free in the jungle of RRQ. Impressive flicker from Dyron, man. Just secures
Don't
the
forget
kill
the hawk.
to Fabian. Man, with that play now, RRQ can equalize and start just clearing. There's no solution for Skylar thus far. He's just been able to do whatever he wants.
We saw the performance of this Nolan on Fabian earlier on, and Sutsujin, he was just copying what Fabian did.
A man's trash is another man's treasure. My goodness, Sutsujin for Evos. He didn't make it to playoffs 2 seasons. He didn't make it to playoffs with Evos, but with RRQ, he is shining.
And look at the trade coming in. They go for the mid turret. They're gonna let go of the bottom turret, presumably. Skylar picks up the Holy Crystal as well. On top of that, with the Radiant Armors built up for RRQ, there's just so many ways for them to deal with the Heskel and Fabian. They can just can focus Iron Shiki and just make sure that they itemize against Fabian and the Heskel. In that way, they're just making sure that overall, right, they have good tankiness built up.
It's been phenomenal, man, now for RRQ HOSHI, and like you said, it's about the stacking of Edok with the Hylos and Dyron, the Dino with the Barats. Man, when it comes to the health bars, it does get quite ridiculous. That was the punish. They knew there was no carry. The Moskov was picked up in the first phase, and that's why they stacked up. Dyron! Oh, he's trying to go for the nom. You can't do it to the lower, Dyron. No! Whoa! Skylar!
My goodness. My goodness. Rarely do we see an assassin running away.
Look at me, man.
Against a marksman.
I am the assassin now, says Skylar, and tripping forward in the face of the joy.
It wasn't an assassin running away from a marksman. No, it was a usurper running away from a king. And this king has no plans to lose this game. 9,000 gold lead, a lord marching in the mid lane. A siege this time from the kings. As they march onward, they get the holy defense already. Oh, Diamond!
Whoa, styling,
He's
man.
shuffling!
He
What?
is. Now with the glorious pathway, it opened things up here for the side of RRQ to take the base turret down. Will they go for more here is the question. Entropy pops. Optical damage there and cheeky. Very low now. Purified pops by Skylar, but Fabian isolated. Will he be able to get out of this? Oh my goodness, perfectly timed by Rins. What a combination there. The symphony of skills from RRQ. It's just working together.
The Ice Queen, Rins.
You can't escape. Oh, Skylar, entropy forward.
And we're with the penalty zone though. The damage is there and will be enough to take Skylar down. Weedy will be the trade, but they told us lock him here. Should be killed. Iron Cheeky goes down. The race now wide open here as Yeskill. Again, the sole survivor. But RRQ, the kings of kings. In the Game of Thrones, the kings. They are hard to beat. So in the Land of Dawn, it's the same.
They continue the streak. The rebuild of the kingdom continues as strong as ever. Calling for the mercenary, calling for their better men. The king prevails. No longer shall it just